The earliest days of aviation relied on primitive forms of navigation. Early pilots relied on familiar landmarks, roads, and railroad tracks. In St. Louis, Archie League directed aircraft with handheld flags. Ground-based navigation aids evolved from there. From barrel bonfires, to painted arrows, to lighted beacons. Then, VORs revolutionized air traffic control.
The route we are taking is clearly marked by electronic navigational aids known as VOR and form the basis of a whole network of highways in the sky.
VOR stands for Very High Frequency Omnidirectional Range. For decades, VOR has been the standard.
I would call it the backbone of the navigation system. So far, it's been 70 years.
To still be running and still be running as efficiently as it is, you got to say it's a great system.
Pilots fly from one VOR to another, a ground-based system that is not always the most direct route from takeoff to landing. Plus, the system is aging.
Unfortunately, the VORs have become costly to maintain.
These facilities are operated and maintained by FAA personnel, checking and monitoring the accuracy of these facilities.
There's all this cost that comes with not only building it, but maintaining it.
They are getting older, and we have a new technology coming in place, which is better.
As aviation moves towards performance-based navigation, most modern aircraft rely on GPS to navigate.
Performance-based navigation, or PBN, is the future of air travel. Instead of the zigzag VOR routes called Victor Airways, satellite-based GPS navigation offers the most direct route between any 2 points on Earth.
They are going to be able to do more point-to-point navigation rather than following the old Victor Airways. They can go directly from point A to point B.
This significantly improves air travel with fewer delays, shorter flights, better fuel efficiency, and more flexibility for air traffic control.
In the more congested corridors, such as in the Northeast, you will be able to put more aircraft into a smaller area because of the accuracy of performance-based navigation.
And you do all this without building a new runway. So that's a huge savings in itself. Now you can get that same efficiency of a new runway just by redoing the airspace using GPS to really get that flow of traffic like clockwork come into an airport.
So folks are arriving at their destination earlier, which is fantastic. That's all people want, is less hassle when they're traveling.
From major airlines to general aviation, performance-based navigation is quickly becoming the new standard.
There are going to be fewer and fewer aircraft that need the VORs.
As more aircraft become capable of using GPS to fly newer and more flexible route structures, some VORs can be removed from service. Over time, the FAA plans to reduce VORs to a minimum operational network, known as the VOR MON.
They are not going away. We are looking at 30% of the network being reduced.
We have so many VORs. We have over 900 VORs throughout the airspace. And we can actually fly throughout the whole airspace if we had a little over 600.
Where VORs are being removed, PBN procedures will be provided where beneficial. This gradual reduction has already begun and should be completed in the coming decade.
We want to take the time to make sure it's all done correctly.
The VOR MON will provide a basic conventional navigation service for any aircraft without GPS, or all aircraft in the event of a GPS disruption.
Pilots will have a path to navigate whether there's a GPS outage or not. In the case of an outage, a VOR can be used just like it is today.
Even as a minimum operational network, there will still be a VOR or ILS approach within 100 miles of almost anywhere.
We have to have the VOR minimum operational network to allow for that recovery for safety reasons.
There are some areas where the VOR network will remain unchanged and be as robust as ever. These include areas of high terrain and where radar coverage is not available. VORs outside of the CONUS will also remain unchanged. They were not considered for discontinuance. And VORs will remain on oceanic routes into the busiest airports, especially those with international arrivals, as an extra measure of safety. Even with the reduction of VORs in other areas, the VOR MON will still provide basic navigation throughout the airspace at 5,000 feet above ground level, serving aviators who choose not to use satellite navigation. But as aviation evolves, most pilots will use GPS, and VOR will still be there, continuing a legacy that began over 70 years ago.
It is time. It's time to streamline and look forward to a new system in the airspace.
The VOR minimum operating network will be the backup solution for GPS for many years into the future.
Please contact FAA navigation programs to learn more about the transition underway.